That's fine, go ahead. Freedom of speech, that's what,
That's right. 4-day fishing trip and 2 float trips.
I thought maybe you were hanging some deer somewhere.
Well, that's only hanging your ward.
Ward 2, that's deer friendly.
That's
On
right.
YouTube as of now.
Hang 'em. Hang 'em high.
It's all
Hope they get all that.
right. We're not scared of it.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know where you were going with that. I thought you wanted me to open it for you.
Special meeting of Washington, Missouri City Council, Monday, August 26, 2024, 6 p.m. Bear?
Here.
Briggs?
Here.
Coulter?
Here.
Hydrich?
Aye.
Holtmeyer?
Aye.
Patke?
Here.
Reed?
Yes.
Wessels?
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval and adjustment of agenda, including consent agenda. You have the Collector's Treasurer's Report Summary for January 2024, Investment Report for January 2024, and a final payment request for South Point Groundwater Storage Tank.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Patke, second by Coulter. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Priority items, mayor's presentations, appointments, and reappointments. Washington Historic Preservation Commission appointment.
Dear council members, I herewith submit for your approval the following for appointment to the Washington Historic Preservation Commission. Bridget Kelch, term ending August of 2025. She's been on there before, and I believe her degree is in historic preservation. So,
Move we approve. Make a motion.
motion by Wessels, second by Coulter. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, guys. Second one, go ahead. You want me to, you read it officially?
Washington Historic Preservation Commission reappointments.
And the reappointments for the same commission, you guys. Deanna Fitzgerald, term ending August of 2029, and Tim Pepsel, term ending August of 2029.
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Patke, second by Holtmeyer. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, guys.
Your Honor, the vacancy of for the reappointment tonight came from Carolyn Witt's resignation.
That's correct.
I think we need to do just service and given her recognition
That's a great idea.
and time.
We do for all, so it's just,
Perfect.
we just haven't yet, and it'd be there. Would probably be maybe at the next meeting or September. I'll get with Sherry.
Thank you.
Public hearings, City of Washington tax levy.
Okay, tonight you have just your annual tax levy public hearing. As some of you have raised or asked a few questions with regards to it, Tammy was able to go ahead and provide Sherry and I with the spreadsheet, and it just talks a little bit about the increase is small compared to the last few years, because in 2021 you had an increase, and this is just in real estate, and I'm talking about real estate just in Washington. The increase was 10%, and in 2022 it was 4.8, in 23 it was 4.7, and this year it's only 1.05 basically. So I know, Tammy, I wasn't in the office, we were sharing emails today, and I think you were going to ask the assessors, you can come on up, the assessor's office about why those numbers are down a little bit compared to previous years.
Yes, I did. I specifically asked about the personal property tax because that seems
That's,
to
yes,
what
even lower.
has changed the most over the years. And whenever I talked to them, they said the main reason was, now they go by market rate of the vehicles. And what happened was, if everybody remembers, in 2020, of course, we had COVID. And then right after COVID, it was so hard to get vehicles and different things like that. That made the market value in these, market value increase for these vehicles. So that's what happened. The market value increased, and now it's coming back down to where it's more reasonable with the market because, of course, there's more vehicles available now and everything. So that's your real estate and personal property. And I did kind of analysis on that, and you'll see starting in 21, from 21, it went from 70 million up to 84 million. I mean, I had done this a little analysis, and then it looks like in 24, it's come back down then for the property tax, for the personal property. So to me, that sounded reasonable. They did say too that the it is also, you know, some people are paying late. They don't always turn their personal property tax in, of course, you know, their declarations in. But I wouldn't think that would be as much as this market value coming down because the
I think that's
vehicles are
correct.
actually coming down, which is true. So, and then I asked on the library because I was concerned because the library district went down and the real estate taxes also. So whenever I talked to them, they said there was an increase in the real estate taxes, but that was in the TIF area. So that the increase in the TIF area doesn't come back to the library district, it goes to pay off the TIF. So even though there was an increase in assessed valuation for new construction in the library district portion, that was all in the TIF area. So that amount goes to the TIF, it doesn't go to the library district until the TIF's paid off.
Did they say why it actually went down, though?
Say that, I'm sorry, say that one more
Okay,
time.
you're talking about the new development and so forth, but it actually went down from the year previous.
Yeah,
The real estate, yeah.
but it could have been the TIF property taxes going up, and the new construction would have been in the TIF area, they said, and not actually the real estate area. Or in the non-real
In the
estate.
district itself, but
Right.
not in the TIF.
Right. So probably in the,
Well, I kept trying to think, did we lose something in the library district? Some facility or something? Because, well, but setting aside TIF.
Right.
It went down. I don't know why real property value would have gone down over the last year.
it didn't go down a whole lot.
Not a whole lot, no.
But you do have to remember, in '23 was a reassessment year, so I don't know if in the reassessment year, there were people who actually said, okay, my taxes are too high, so
Right.
we need to
Probably-
change this on the reassessment year, so, and they didn't go down too much, it was like, what, $400,000?
I see them here.
Um,
We got 'em.
So it wasn't as much as the personal property tax, but it was a little bit in the real estate for the library district.
Would it mean as much as, such as Cedar Crest, Purcell Tire, that would be outside of the library district now? When Mark brings up
They would be
facilities, I'm
outside of
thinking-
the TIF, they'd still be inside the library district. if
Just
that's
real
what
quick,
you-
I'm trying to think of a
Yeah.
facility we may have lost in something like that.
That might have,
Down in value.
that might have
Went
had
down in
some.
value. I mean, I don't know if that's
Possible.
$5 million difference, but it's.
No, I wouldn't say it's that much, but it makes a little bit of a difference.
I know, and I understand the formula that the state gives you in order to determine what tax rate you can have. You know, even if we got those things back up to where they were, the formula would come through and we'd probably wind up with the same, roughly the same amount anyway that we could bring in.
Right.
Because that's dictated pretty much by their formula, so. But I just found it curious that we would lose value in a couple areas like that, you know?
Yeah, it went from, in '22, it went from 130 million to '23, 140 million for real estate, and that was in the library district. So, and I always think too, because it was a reassessment year in '23, you know, the valuation went way up, but, you know, the Board of Equalization could have come back and said, you know, these people, it's really not feasible for these people, they could get a break or something like that, so that could have brought the amount down for
Alright.
'24. So, but I did talk to them, so hopefully,
Thank you,
does that help any?
thank you.
That is. Thank you, Tammy.
But you did notice we are still getting around the same amount. We are getting a little bit more, we're getting a 2.4% increase in revenue, of course, because then our tax rate goes up, of course, because of the assessed valuation, but it can only go up so high because of the Hancock Amendment, of course. But then the library, it still goes up the revenue, but it only went up like 1.3% increase in revenue for the library district. But, so there is still a revenue increase. It's not a revenue decrease, so that's still okay. And the CPI that they were using, we couldn't go above 3.4%. When in prior years it was 5.6%, I think was last year, and I think the year before it was a lot higher than that.
8.
So it was 8. So, I mean, that makes a big difference when you can only go. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. Folks in the audience, I don't see too many people up there who might want to come speak, but if you would like to come address the council about the tax rate,
Yeah.
here's your chance.
So you're talking about from there to there?
Okay? Discussion.
Accept into the minutes.
Yeah. Let's accept it into the minutes. I'll take a motion, please.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Wessel, second by Briggs. All those in favor to accept it in the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. It's in there.
Yeah.
No further discussion? Let's vote. Jerry, please.
An ordinance levying and imposing for the calendar year 2024 a tax upon all real estate and taxable tangible property in the city of Washington, Missouri for general municipal purposes and for a free public library.
Introduced by Patke.
That's okay.
No more discussion. Second reading, please.
An ordinance levying and imposing for the calendar year 2024 a tax upon all real estate and taxable tangible property in the city of Washington, Missouri for general municipal purposes and for a free public library. Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Patke,
Yes.
Wessels,
Aye.
Heidrich,
Aye.
Bear,
Yes.
Reed.
Yes.
By your vote, the tax levy is passed. Thank you.
Ordinances and resolutions, an ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a contract with KJ Understall Construction Co. for the 2024 Emergency Airport Taxiway Repairs Project.
Holtmeyer.
Introduced by Holtmeyer.
Within your packet, you've got a letter from Charles explaining the bids that we received, the low bid coming from KJ Understall Construction Company in the amount of $52,600. Just one other note on this, as far as the budget goes, this is, will be funded by a BIL grant, which is 90% of it to be covered, so the local 10% match on that is $5,260. In talking with Tom at CMT, I believe all this work, even though you got a book associated with this, is supposed to be taking place within a week. So this is due to the extreme heat that we had experienced this summer, and we had areas that popped the concrete up over there at the airport.
Questions or discussions? Second reading.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a contract with KJ Understall Construction Co. for the 2024 Emergency Airport Taxiway Repairs Project. Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Patke,
Yes.
Wessels,
Aye.
Heidrich,
Aye.
Bear,
Yes.
Reed.
Aye.
By your vote, ordinance 4A passes.
Mayor's report.
Okay, guys, I'd like to remind everybody that the first council meeting in September will be Tuesday, September 3rd, due to the Labor Day holidays. And our last one, the second one in September, will be Monday, September 23rd, due to the MML conference. That's all I have, guys. Thank you.
Just need a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion. Second.
Motion by Holtmeyer, second by Coulter. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
How about that? We're done. Who sits on the Board of Equalization? How does one get on that?
What?
So these long
Oh,
meetings,
yeah.
I've been going round and round with
County
Sarah
appointed
about this. She's
Yeah.
calling,
You get to the points and then.
Mr. Personality's wife,
Saturday.
talking to her.